Hello, I'm Patricia with Buzz and Bark Animals, and today we're going to be doing a Reiki with the intention of world peace and peace for each of us going forward in this year 2026. So I've got some singing bowls, a flute, light language, and I'm going to be doing crystal Reiki today. I don't do it as often. I mean, I usually have crystals, but this specifically is going to be crystal Reiki. So all the stones I have here are all based on love and peace and speaking our peace and speaking our truth, which is this. So the first one is going to be Amazonite. I've got some beautiful rose quartz, very soft. You've probably seen me using this one. Energy, rhodonite, heart. It's one of my favorites. And then I've got a very, very small Lemurian quartz. So we're going to be bringing peace to our communities, peace to the world as a community, and to all the animals on the planet and all the creatures on the planet. Because when humans are peaceful, then it radiates peace, and then the other animals can relax as well. Okay, so I think I'm going to start with the little bowl here. And to remember to like, share, and subscribe. And you can also make a donation if you want. All the links are below. There's something about this singing bowl where it just doesn't cooperate when it's on camera. So it's supposed to be able to, when I go around it, it's supposed to get louder and louder and louder. And it does it when I'm not on camera, but as soon as I get on camera, it won't do it. So we'll just have to use just a regular toning. And I kind of like this tone to kind of open up the space. And then this next bowl is actually to open up the heart. And they don't have a lot of sustain on them. So I'm intending that the Reiki go where it's needed for highest and best. I've called on the angels of the four directions above and below, called on the violet flame, and whatever protection we need in this Reiki circle. If you would like to receive the Reiki, then uncross your arms and your legs. If you don't want to receive the Reiki, but you want your household or your pets to receive it, then you can cross your arms or your legs. So let's get started, and I think I'm going to start with the throat chakra, or you can use it for your whole body really. This is just a very peaceful Amazonite stone. It's kind of a very dark, almost turquoise aquamarine kind of color, as you'll see. So let's just start with this nice soothing blue energy. And you might want to just picture being on a tranquil beach somewhere. The light language for this one is Arake chika paraka no nai. Arakoto. Asika chika tarako paraka no. Eke chika marakoto. Seseke chika tarakoto parakato. Soka chika ma. So now I want to combine this with the Lemurian quartz. These two go really well together. instead of moving energy out, I'm actually bringing more of the soothing energy in, and then the soothing energy will push out any unsoothing energy out, if that makes any sense. I didn't bring my tuning forks with me, but I'm intending that the solfeggio 528 hertz is also, I'm intending that that energy also be in this reading. Not reading, in this session. I really appreciated this stone so much until this year. I've had it for a while. Sometimes you can buy a stone and have it for a very long time and it just doesn't really come alive. And one of the stones that is like that is you could have a really just dead moldavite, and then one day if you put it in the sun or something, it just vibrates in your hand. This one was really dormant for a long time, and then I brought it out, and it's very powerful now. And I think it has a lot of very feminine energy in it. Very soothing. And talk about soothing, the rose quartz is probably the most soothing one I have. This is very much a Kuan Yin energy, I think. Very compassionate, kind, loving. Really good for grieving. My first rose quartz that I got was after I broke up with a boyfriend that I had at the time. This was a long, long time ago. And that rose quartz did a lot in healing my heart. So I know that this is a very peaceful, loving stone, and it can do a lot of healing. It's very powerful. Okay, I want to do another strike on this bowl. Very low tones on this, which are very discharging of the nervous system. So just remember that if you want to relax, you need slow, low tones. And if you want to charge up your nervous system, such as if you want to get motivated, if you've been too lazy or apathetic and you're trying to get yourself motivated again, use kind of the higher tones, such as, something like this. And although this green is very relaxing, it's kind of like a forest green or an emerald green. So now we're going to do the rhodonite, which is another stone for the heart chakra area. Looks like it has dendrites in it. It's just super beautiful. It's got can't really tell on this camera, but it's really shimmery. It's got some white flecks in there. So it's like black, white, and pink. So it's very balancing of the masculine and the feminine energies. Plus it's a heart. And I'm going to combine that with the rose quartz. Just kind of pulling out either excess energy or just stuff we don't want around. So like sweeping it. And then I'm bringing in some gold, pink, shimmery light to just bring in some peace. And I'm bringing in like a brother wind to just sort of blow away everything that we don't want in our space that's taking away from feeling mindfulness and peaceful. And talk about distractions. There's a clock in the background. Calling on the Reiki symbols in my head. This Reiki only go where it's needed for highest and best. Again, we'll do symbol here. What happened to my striker? This is a therapeutic bowl, and it will vibrate for a very, very long time, even if you can't hear it. And even if it's tapped just a little bit, just slightly, you can still receive the frequencies, which range from 100 hertz to 1,000 hertz. So kind of it starts to get up there in the angelic realm. And it's just, this is an incredible singing bowl. It's by... it's not an advertisement, but it's a Peter Hess bowl, which I learned about when I was in Pittsburgh. Okay, I'm going to end with some light language. And then I will also mention any of the energies that are coming up with this Reiki. I'll just talk a little bit about that. And I believe that's coming from a combination of the angels and the Syrians, because that's usually who comes up in the light language. And I have no idea what I just said, but it is light being translated into sound. And I know when I do it, I feel really calm inside, and I feel like it helps me be more healthy. Okay, so I'm going to close the session now. May the Reiki continue to flow where it's needed for highest and best. I release everyone giving the healing and everyone receiving the healing. Again, the Reiki going where it's needed and requested for highest and best. May it be so. Okay, so the impressions I'm getting is that well, I feel very grounded right now. However, I feel like there's a lot of surfy kind of feelings in the world right now, not just for humans but for animals. But it feels like we're surfing waves, and that we're getting pushed from one spot like really fast to somewhere else, and the changes are very quick and the shifting is very quick, and we could go from having one experience one day and then having a completely foreign or alien experience the next day, like something completely unexpected, out of the realm, and then we look back a year later and go, wow. It's like getting a lot of mileage, kind of more of a soul mileage, where you think you're only going to go 10 miles and you end up going 1,000. And that is the energy that I'm feeling right now. But I do feel like we can stay grounded and calm and peaceful as much as possible during this ride, because that's what it feels like. It feels like we're all on surfboards and these waves are huge, and the earth is a bit rocky, and we could end up in completely new terrain. So this could be another country, it could be another province or state, or it could just be a whole new lifestyle that you had never imagined would happen, right? Or if you don't have pets now, you may be having some new animals coming into your life, and they won't be coming into your life in the way that you would expect. They're coming out of kind of more left field. You may have a friend with a pet and something happens to your friend, not something negative necessarily, but maybe they move overseas or something happens to bring changes to them, and then their pet needs a home, and you end up with a cat or a dog or a guinea pig or a rabbit or an iguana, whatever it is. And so that changes your life, right? And animals are having their lives change as well, as far as habitats, and a lot of restorations happening on the planet right now, which is very positive, and that restoration creates new habitats also for animals. So there could be a lot of like celebrations for different of the animal tribes in 2026 and going forward. So that is the message I'm getting from the Reiki. I hope you enjoyed this. Again, if you like the light language, let me know. If you like the crystals, let me know. If you like the flute and the singing bowls and the tuning forks, or whatever it is that you enjoy, let me know in the comments, because I can bring more of that. Some people may like the crystals more, some people might like the tuning forks. I haven't done those in a while. I could look at the algorithms, or like the traffic or whatever it is to the thing, but that doesn't really tell me what people like, because there could have been 20 people that just accidentally ended up on the channel and then clicked off within 5 minutes of a video. So I don't really know. I can't gauge what people want here, like what you enjoy, unless you say something in the comments. So if you don't mind doing that, that would be great. Again, you can make donations, you could subscribe. You can also go to Metaphysics for Everyday Living if you want to have a session for your pet, or any number of things that are on that site. So I'll leave all the links below. And thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. And I hope you have a wonderful week going forward, bonding with your pet. Bye for now.